Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, Mr. BoomStick XL, and today we're going to discuss the Xbox One X 1 month later. After countless hours of at least 25 plus enhanced games, I'm here to tell you that not only was the Xbox One X worth the price of admission, it far exceeds what I personally expected from it. Now, to the dismay of the extremely biased media and the Sony trolls that litter the internet, it proves that when Microsoft stated they were going to make the world's most powerful console, they weren't lying and they did exactly that. The Xbox One X didn't just bring the power though. The X loads every title super fast due to the 7200 RPM hard drive. It shaved off as much as 30 seconds in some games. I noticed a loading difference in The Division, Destiny 2, and Assassin's Creed Origins, just to name a few. But more than that, the sluggishness that was seen on the Xbox One and Xbox One X is completely gone. Being able to fly through the dashboard in itself is worth the upgrade. Waiting for the dashboard to load from screen to screen was annoying, and I am glad they finally figured it out. Now, how quiet is the Xbox One X? Well, I'm here to tell you that it has a ninja on a stealth mission kind of a quiet. And for everything that is packed into that small casing, I'm honestly shocked. Its small size is impressive, to say the least. The fact that the X is smaller than the S is a technological wonder. Apparently, working with the Surface team paid off big time when they were designing the Xbox One X. All of this power came at no cost to the size of the console. Now, how quiet and the size of the console are added bonuses, but you're here for the good stuff. The graphics and the raw power of this beast is why you would even consider upgrading, and it is truly not to be believed. This is considered a mid-gen upgrade, but it really is so much more than that. Every game that is played on the X will get a boost in resolution. It is immediately noticeable. But what's more impressive is that if you aren't fortunate enough to have a 4K TV, you won't be left behind. You will be treated to a bump in visuals as well, and that is fantastic. The Xbox One X Enhanced list was as high as 160 games. 70 of those were available within the week of its release. The significant difference in graphical fidelity was immediately noticeable thanks to the enhancements that developers added to current and newly released games. The HDR and 4K options for these titles like Gears of War 4, Halo 5, Assassin's Creed Origins, Forza Motorsport 7, and Castle Wolfenstein 2 had my jaw drop to the floor. Little details like moving cloth on the character and dirt particles being blown around that were there before but could not be seen due to the lack of power are there in all its glory. Let's not forget the Xbox One X comes with a 4K Blu-ray drive, something that is absent from the PS4 Pro, a function that is extremely welcomed by the Xbox community. The ability to play a 4K Blu-ray disc is a bigger deal than you think. Well, with everything that I've said, I think it's safe to say that Microsoft and the design team delivered in a big way. Not only was it what they promised, it went leaps and bounds more than you or me could have ever expected. Now, I hope I've provided a clearer picture into you possibly upgrading your current console to an Xbox One X. Please understand that this is an unbiased opinion. I'm a current owner of both a PS4 Pro and a Nintendo Switch. I truly enjoy those systems equally, but I'm an Xbox gamer first and foremost. If the $500 price tag is holding you back from buying an Xbox One X simply because you're not sure if you're going to get your money's worth, I suggest going to YouTube and looking up Digital Foundry. There, they will do screen-by-screen analysis that will be able to break it down in a technical language that is more precise and easy to understand. Now, you know the old saying, seeing is believing? Well, they have the PS4 Pro going up against the Xbox One X, where you can see the graphical fidelity enhancements for yourself, and I suggest checking it out. Now for today's community spotlight, and that person is Sub-Zero198. It's always really nice when I ask if a person wants to be a part of the community spotlight and their bio starts out with, "I'm a proud husband and father," and that is exactly how it started for this dude. He has been gaming since 1989 and has owned just about every system to date, so I think it's safe to say he knows a thing or two about gaming. His console of choice is the Xbox platform. Gears of War on the Xbox 360 is what made him a fan of the brand, and he hasn't looked back yet. He loves the Xbox community as well as the ecosystem that comes along with buying an Xbox product. His most anticipated games in 2018 and beyond are State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, Agony, and Ghost Theory on the PlayStation 4. He frequents the chat on some of his favorite podcasts like the Crossfire Podcast, Xbox Nation, the Next Podcast, the Quest Podcast, the Gaming Den, followed by the Speak Podcast on Sundays with Blue and Luca. Sub-Zero is a quality member of the Twitter and Xbox Live community. You can find him on Twitter at Sub-Zero198, and you can find him on Xbox Live under the same spelling. Please consider giving him a follow and hitting him up on Xbox Live for some awesome games in Star Wars Battlefront 2 and others. Now, if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, please consider hitting that like button, but also consider subscribing to the channel. Any support I receive from you helps out the channel tremendously. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a safe and happy holiday season.